Hi, Jeremy Cordeaux in the Court of Public Opinion. I'm just on air here to let you know that we'll be live streaming the Court of Public Opinion every Friday between 9 o'clock and 12 on jeremycordeaux.com. Please join us. We'd love to have you.
You're listening to Davo, Tom and Callum, the podcast.
Well, we need to talk about some kids right now because they say the most wild things.
The darndest things.
Absolutely. They've got no filter. I was watching the Kardashians the other day. It's an absolute guilty pleasure of mine.
Yeah.
And one kid that is absolutely brutal is Northwest.
I love this color. I'm dying. These are
No, you're not.
so beautiful.
Or you'll be in the grave.
Yeah, she's Northwest, the daughter of Kim Kardashian and Kanye West, and she is not afraid to knock her media mogul mum down a peg.
It is crazy because Kim Kardashian would walk around for most of her life living in glamour and being able to do anything she wants, I feel.
Yeah.
You know, she is at that status where, you know, any restaurant she can go to, anything she wants to do. So it's so funny to be knocked down a peg by her daughter.
Yes, her 8-year-old daughter, Northwest. Here's another one of her golden moments.
Why do you talk different?
How do I talk? Guys.
Guys, these no bronzers. I got this.
So is North now in the keeping up with the Kardashians a bit more?
Yeah, she pops in every now and then. The other day she was eating a raw onion like Tony Abbott.
Wow.
Yeah, right.
That's
So
not
she
good.
pops in, she does some sort of drive-by.
Yeah, literally.
And then pops back out.
So they were saying to her the other day, you know, they were talking about Kim Kardashian's work as being a lawyer and in, you know, reform, prisoner reform. And they said to North, oh, what do you think of what your mum does? And she goes, what does she even do? Like, Kim's like eye bulging out.
She definitely has a little bit of Kanye about her, for sure.
Yeah, here's another
Absolutely.
example.
You guys know I love driver's license. Look, she sent a box of tissues.
You never listen to it. Okay. Yeah, kids can be brutal.
And that's exactly what we want to hear this morning. When was the kid brutal? We're getting so many good responses come through at the moment. On the text line, somebody's texted in, we're at the checkout, and my son poked at my belly and was saying, wow, it's so squishy. It's better than Play-Doh. We were at a sports store and I was buying fitness gear. Oh, no.
Heartbreaking. Because you know they're honest.
Yeah, you just throw down the activewear and you're like, well, what's the point? What is the point after this?
Hey, we're going to go over to Davern Park. We've got John on the line. John, welcome to the show. When was the kid brutal to you?
Oh, guys, I've got multiple stories, but a major one was when we're at the zoo.
Yeah, right. What happened at the zoo?
Well, we're waiting in line, and we get to the front line. I go to purchase the tickets,
Yeah.
and there's like 500 plus people behind us. Anyway, people start laughing, and I didn't realize what was going on, so I start looking around, and I feel something warm my leg.
Oh, no.
My son had relieved himself on me.
Oh, see, he's not even
weighed
a
on
baby.
you.
He's not a baby. How old is he?
He was 3 or 4 at the time.
Thank God he wasn't your 17-year-old son or something.
That'd be an issue.
And John, you weren't actually in the zoo yet, so he couldn't blame it on a giraffe or any of the other animals yet.
How gladly they don't make a kid or something, but not.
But did you talk to any of the spectators behind you? Did any of them give you any
Oh,
sympathy?
yeah. No, everyone was laughing. There was like 500 plus people.
John, what's your son's name? You want to give him a shout out?
He's like, hell no.
Shout out to Wolf.
Wolf. Great
nice.
name. Great name. No wonder he
Wild animal.
He relieved himself on your legs. Yeah.
Sounds like, with a name like Wolf, you had courage to do anything.
It was just marking his territory. Good on you, John. Thanks for getting involved. We're going to go to Ebony over in Freeling. Ebony, when was the kid brutal to you?
Well, my 5-year-old little girl, Ella, she knows my routine. I get ready for work every morning and do my makeup, and it happened last Sunday, actually. I turned around to her and I said, let's go food shopping, Ellie. You want to come with Mum? And she turned around and she said, oh, my gosh, you're not going to go without makeup, are you?
Oh.
And I went, what? I said, what? And she goes, everybody will see that you're old. I can't come with you without you doing your makeup.
That's bad.
And she won't even be seen in public with you.
Oh,
Here, wear this ski mask, Mum.
Yeah, Mum, drop back, walk 5 metres behind me.
She was disgusted, absolutely disgusted. so she stayed home with her dad, and I was quite happy to go shopping by myself.
Nice, Ebony. How old is your daughter?
5 years old.
And what's her name?
Her name's Ella.
Ella.
Jeez.
Shout out to 5-year-old Ella.
Ebony, I bet you can't wait for the teenage years.
Oh, gosh. Yeah. I think she'll just be locked in her room when she's a teenager, I think.
Amazing.
First you get the sugar, then you get the power, then you get the Davo, Tom and Callum podcast.
People are always asking me, geez, Tom, how are you so successful and handsome? What's your secret?
Who says this?
Mum's told me once or twice.
Yeah. Mums, aunties, grandma.
Threw up in my mouth a little bit.
Pen pal.
Look, it's time I came clean about my dirty little secret. So I grabbed a passage from my personal memoirs. This is from the passage labelled Power Stances, so listen up.
Okay.
So the first power stance I want to tell you to have a more successful, driven life, and this is one to do before, say, a job interview or during a job interview. Mm-hmm. It's called the thinking man. So the thinking man, one arm crossed, other hand in a fist, and being a spot for your chin to rest. Perhaps some finger play or stroking of a beard or moustache for more of an intermediate level, right? Only if you're a beginner, don't even try the finger play or the beard stroking, you know?
Well, so finger play and beard stroking's
it's the same thing.
It's not at a novice level, though.
No.
That's an experienced thinking man. That if you're to undertake that in a job interview, you're playing a bit of a risk.
Yeah, the finger play does have an air of arrogance to it as well, for sure.
The thinking man. Like, you're always thinking about what he's talking about, even if you're not listening. Now, the next power stance. This is if you're on a first date.
Okay.
I call it the leaner.
Is there finger play in this as well?
No. So, with the leaner, on a first date, never sit down. This shows weakness. Man or woman, it doesn't matter. Be taller than them. Make them look up to you like the rest of society does. Open body language. Make sure you have open body language. One arm could be resting on a bar or chair or table, but make sure you look strong and inviting. You want them to count on you in case of emergency, like a fire.
So what if the person you're on the date with is taller than you?
Make sure they sit down and just lower their chair a bit.
You will sit beneath me.
Nah, that's such a... Tom, that one I feel like is missing a social cue because you'll be sitting there going, please sit down. I feel so uncomfortable here.
No, never sit down. Never. It's a sign of weakness, you know? All right. Third power stance. This is if you need to have a tough but fair conversation. Mm-hmm. It's a classic one. Arms crossed. So cross your arms, feet in line with your shoulder, and make sure you're tenser than Mrs. Tweedy in Chicken Run. You know, the one that turns them into chicken pies? Yeah. The Incredible Hulk shouldn't be able to break this stance from you. You want to show off power here. Biceps popping, get those quads involved too, so you look like Michelangelo's David in the body, but inviting like a siren in the face.
What's happened to you this morning? You've woken up on the right side of the bed loving yourself sick.
I don't know how I feel about that one.
What do you mean?
I don't know.
Have you're obviously never had a tough but fair conversation, so next time you do, give it a go.
He's just intimidated.
Yeah, I'm cowering over here on the other side because the Hulk can't break this man's grip.
Listen, all right, here is the final power stance I'm going to give you. I'm not going to give you all the secrets because I need money from this memoir I'm writing. So this last power stance, it goes well if you, say, get bitten by a radioactive bug or have any kind of radioactive interaction, or maybe you find out you're part alien, have heaps of superpowers you didn't realise till you're 18 or maybe older.
Good, it's bound to happen.
It's the classic one. What you want to do, everyone knows this pose. It's made famous by superheroes all over. Clench your hands into fists. Lay them upon your hips. Pop yourself on a 45-degree angle if you have experience prior in this pose. Not recommended for beginners, though. You could hurt yourself.
When you say 45-degree angle, do you mean bent over?
No. Like,
that
on the
that
side.
Sounds a bit more submissive.
So I'm doing it to Davo now. It's just you want to turn your body, but keep your head in line, staring him down the chin.
I see you.
This pose is not only heroic, but it's very photogenic.
You
have a wedding coming up.
You may wear a cape. It's optional.
And also, if you don't mind getting off the desk, because you're intimidating both of us.
You're listening to Davo, Tom and Callum, the podcast.
Hey guys, there's always a conversation to be had around relationships, all facets of relationships. And this article from The Project got us talking yesterday about it, and we got pretty in-depth about it. But it's titled, Woman Questions Whether Her Boyfriend Liking Another Woman's Instagram Post is a Form of Cheating. Now, just from the title of this, I believe me and Callum both sort of went straight away like, no, that's getting a little ridiculous. That's not cheating. Where's your stance on that, Davo?
Well, I think it's all about intention. I mean, if you're liking a photo because you're wanting to spark up a conversation, or if the photo is a picture of the other person, obviously, maybe
flashing or
they're out and about. Like maybe, you're then giving them the desired response they want.
Yeah, see, it's such an interesting one. I feel like it's, there's a lot of situations like that might make you uncomfortable if your partner likes a photo, but I only think it's proper cheating if it becomes physical.
Yeah,
I think there's still a reason to have distrust and probably break up with them because of things like that, like liking the pictures or chatting them up, but I don't think it's counting it. You can't label them as a cheater for that.
See, I've got to say, I think even if you're in a relationship, it's always healthy to have a little bit of a flirt with someone here and there.
And I think it's natural, isn't it, really?
Absolutely.
Because, we're human beings and attraction is a normal thing. So, of course, you might have, maybe you go to work and you've got someone you work with.
Hey, Davo.
Staring at Callum.
The issue is with you two, you're neither of you in a relationship.
Anything could happen.
Nothing's stopping us,
Chains
babe.
are off.
Oh, God. No, but I mean, you might work with someone that you've got an attraction to, and you probably do have a little bit of a flirt, but you're going home and you're not going to cross a line with that, are you?
Yeah, you're not going to go home and then continue to message them and whatnot.
Yes, exactly. It's a continuation.
Yeah, so this woman actually, she wrote into news.com.au's weekly relationship column, and their sexologist Isaiah McKimmey was the one who responded to this. And basically he said, cheating can vary from relationship to relationship. He went on to explain that not all cheating is physical, and assured with the woman that digital cheating or cyber infidelity is considered a form of cheating to many. Not all, but to many.
See, I think that's an interesting point as well. The internet has brought a whole new ball game with this. 20 years ago, we probably wouldn't have this conversation because if you were going to go cheat on someone, you physically had to go see them and do it.
Yeah.
Whereas now there's all these grey areas of, you can message on Instagram, you can message...
Fire react their story.
Yeah.
Fire reactions.
Now the milkman messages you on Instagram, and that's how it goes down. But it's like, I don't know.
The pizza delivery guy.
Sending a selfie at the front of the
salami
doorstep.
reacting to your stories.
I guess no, but it is one of those things that, like any relationship, it does really come down to your own boundaries as a individualized couple kind of thing. It's really hard to make the rules for everyone.
Yeah, I mean, we just want to get a conversation going at the moment. What constitutes as cheating to you? It doesn't have to be it doesn't have to be something that's commonly considered cheating. It can be something absolutely, left field.
Of course.
Yeah, I mean, this has generated quite the conversation over the text line. Somebody's texted in saying flirting is cheating, but being polite and humorous isn't flirting.
Yeah, okay.
Interesting. See, I don't think flirting is cheating.
Nah, nor do I. I think it's healthy to flirt, even if you are in a relationship.
I don't know how this person would distinguish between the polite and flirting, as well. And
it's
and
essentially
being funny.
the same thing.
Yeah, I feel like I just told a knock-knock joke and she's like, are you going to cheat on me?
I guess maybe they're trying to say flirting has a bit of intention behind it.
Yeah, someone here said, gee, we live in a woke world. Thanks to the media, women and men are now even further segregated to the point where you're not even allowed to talk online or like someone's posts or photos if they belong to the opposite sex. Thumbs up for equality.
I mean, that's a bit of light and shade for you on where people stand. Look, I agree. I think you should be able to like people from the opposite sex Instagram posts, especially if it's a pre-existing relationship. That's a big thing. If you're in a relationship, it's tough to make new friends with the opposite sex.
I mean, on that same vein, someone texted and said, I'm a married man. I like hot girls' photos. They want likes and I like them. So what's the issue? I'm not going to sleep with them. What's the difference between Instagram and pornography?
Yeah.
I mean, if you know the chick,
Look, he's got a point. They want likes. Everyone wants likes.
He's a man of the people.
I want likes.
Jeez.
Someone said, if my man wants to like other women's pictures, he can go and live with her, not having that in this house. Very stern on that one.
Yeah, right. Hey, Melissa has texted in saying, "Morning, team. I think it's ridiculous to consider liking someone's Instagram post as cheating. To me, cheating is purely physical. Flirt all you like, but the minute you act on it, shows the intention and shows you aren't committed to your current relationship."
Yeah, I agree.
Interesting point.
There's this one here that's quite a notch up. Someone said, "Free love. Me and my girlfriend have no boundaries. She came home the other day and said how she macked on with some fella on the jetty. I don't care, lol."
I mean, I don't
care. I don't care, lol, says maybe you might.
Jenny sounds romantic as well. You know?
In a perfect world, right? In a perfect world.
So this one here is interesting as well. It says, "I've been in a relationship where I've been cheated on in the past and I'm sensitive because of that. So he limits his interactions with girls for the sake of my feelings."
Okay. Hey, we're going to end it here. There's so many texts coming through, but I want to end it on this one. In the famous words of Fergie, "You can look, but you can't touch. If you touch it, I'm going to start some drama."
My humps.
Sometimes me think, what is friend? Then me say, friend is someone to listen to Davo, Tom and Callum podcast. Cookie, nom 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 nom.
There is a man who has been known for a few inventions, but not good inventions. You know, these ones that I guess you could say are scams. And an article has come out to bring a little bit of light to this person. And it's the person who invented the sea monkeys.
Sea monkeys.
Are you saying the sea monkeys were a scam?
Yeah.
What?
Well,
I'm ruining your childhood.
in what way were they a scam?
I saw them jump about.
Yeah, I mean...
I guess they jump about, but was not the intention of sea monkeys that they were going to be, you know, slightly bigger or, you know, a bit more active? And then it was just shrimp brine. And it was just these little things floating.
I mean, they're not as exciting as
what's
what
on the packet.
you think they're going to be.
Yeah.
You know, you're expecting them to sort of, be sea monkeys. But what they are looks like fish shit.
Yeah, and they just float there. But did you ever have them? Yeah. I never had sea monkeys.
I got sea monkeys as a replacement gift when my goldfish carked it.
Oh, so it's a condolences sea monkey.
Yeah. Mum thought I wouldn't notice.
It's just a little more spread out, you know, in different fibres.
I had them as well, but I don't know how, but I managed to stuff it up so they didn't
Because
live.
is there a method, like the amount of water you
pretty
put
sure
in?
you just put them in water.
Yeah, I think I overfed them. Classic.
Yeah, right. But it is so interesting reading about this person. I guess it is kind of in the same vein as, you know, your pet rocks and things like that in terms of useless kind of inventions. But the bloke, I didn't realise, had two other really big ones.
Okay.
Yeah, right.
Man also did X-ray goggles, which obviously didn't work. It was meant to see under clothes.
Who is this bloke?
He was doing it as a piss take, though. Like,
Yeah, no, I don't know, but I feel like obviously it is piss take, but I think he was trying to get his money out of it. You know, he's obviously prying on, you know, teenage boys to like grab these like goggles.
Yeah, you've got X-ray. So he's making X-ray goggles that can apparently see through clothes. He's made sea monkeys, which you could argue look like something else as well.
Yeah.
What's the third invention?
So the third one, and I reckon this is the most scammy, the one where surely in a boardroom of executives, they just thought, screw it, we'll give this a crack. Invisible goldfish, which was really, really popular at the time. And all the invisible goldfish was just literally a pot of water and some fish food. And it was literally just that, and on the advertisement, he did promise, he did like a spokesperson speech. He said, by the way, you will not see the goldfish ever. It is invisible. So
yeah, right. Was
like,
the fish food meant to disappear then?
Yeah, it did. It did.
Oh, it did.
Yeah, so it was like it was whole smoke and mirrors here.
Yeah, well,
but
it just
literally
evaporated.
It was a tank that had a sign in there that said "Invisible goldfish lives here."
Beware.
just when you think this guy couldn't get worse, though, massive racist. It's coming out.
Yeah, right.
You're listening to Davo, Tom and Callum, the podcast.
Action.
So were there two of us? There were two of us in the wolf pack.
May the force be with you.
Magic mirror on the wall.
There's no place like home.
I'm a bit of a perfectionist, actually.
Get me out of here!
You're the go-to friend when it comes to guessing the film at quiz night. But let's see how you go when we give you nothing. Pick the flick on Fresh 92.7.
Yes, Pick the Flick, the game where we give you a simplified and a bit of a vague description of a movie, and all you have to do is guess that movie.
Yeah, now this has gone absolutely bonkers on the text line. Callum, what was this poorly explained movie today?
So... I was about to just reveal it.
I was worried. Do you know what? It's so stressful when you said that. In my head, I'm like, he's going to say the answer.
Literally.
That would have been a bit of a blunder, bit of a boo-boo.
We gotta be so careful.
So we can still go through the calls if you want.
This guy's a loose cannon.
But no, the description was, loser with shaggy hair pretends to be someone else to make rent money and ends up making everybody love him with a single song.
All right, well, the text line has some really good guesses going on. We're going to jump straight into it. We've got Dave from Woodville on the line. Dave, welcome to the show. What movie do you reckon that is?
Hey, boys and girls.
G'day.
My first thought was Wedding Singer, but listening to the clue again,
okay.
I think I'm wrong.
Unfortunately, Dave, sorry, it is not The Wedding Singer, but that is a very
Cracking
good
movie,
guess.
yeah.
Great movie as well. Wedding Singer, good guess. We're going to go to Russell over in Redwood Park. Russ, mate, what poorly explained movie do you reckon that could be?
Hey guys, how you doing?
Very good. Good, mate.
I was thinking Juice Bigelow.
Juice Bigelow, okay. Does he do a song at the end?
Rob
or?
Schneider
I've actually never seen Juice Bigelow.
I've only seen, the clips.
You've never seen Juice Bigelow, boys?
Nah, I've seen it like when it was on free-to-air TV, just here and there it will pop up, and I watch a little bit. But
Is there a song in it, Russell?
Oh, geez, I haven't watched it for a while. Vaguely, I think he sings something. I don't know.
The end credits have a song.
Russell, sorry, mate, it's not Juice
sorry,
Bigelow.
Russell.
But good guess as well.
Very good.
He does have shaggy hair, and I believe he is a loser at the start of the movie.
Oh, he is a loser for sure.
At all of it. Yeah, that movie's one of those ones that doesn't stand up well in 2023, if I'm honest.
Yeah.
Hey, look, we've got Stev on the line as well. Stev, good morning, mate. How are you?
Hey guys, good.
Very good. Now, Steph, give us a lowdown. What do you think this movie is?
For a shaggy-head guy trying to pay his rent, I'm going to go School of Rock with Mr. Jack Black.
School of Rock.
It's not a bad guess, and I guess it does have the musical element. I mean, he does win over all the parents in that movie with a single song at the end.
Jack Black does have shaggy hair, always has.
He does, and he's a bit of a loser in the movie.
Callum, can you reveal?
Feeling good.
Is it School of Rock?
I can let you know now. It is School of Rock!
Hey!
Very well done.
Congratulations.
Put down the mic. What's in the podcast? What's in the podcast?
Davo, Tom and Callum, the podcast.
We're in the great age of reboots. There's so many going along on our screens at the moment.
Yeah.
But one of the latest rumoured to be coming to Australia is SuperNanny. Remember SuperNanny?
Oh, do I remember SuperNanny? I used to froth this show. You know what? I was a big Wife Swap fan as well.
Yes, Wife Swap
Bring
was
that back.
iconic.
Celebrity Wife Swap got real raunchy.
No, like I said before, it is one of those shows that I actually think could work quite well down here in Australia. I have high hopes for it.
Well, if you don't remember who the SuperNanny was, it was Joe Frost.
That behaviour's unacceptable. I don't like it when you pinch me. I don't like it.
Oh, that was her catchphrase. It's unacceptable. Absolutely love it. But it did produce all these viral kid, TV stars back in the day.
Yeah, it was sort of like how Dr. Phil does it now. And there's all these meme kids from Facebook that go on his show. SuperNanny was like these kids as toddlers.
Yeah, it's pretty good though. Imagine being a kid going on TV. One, you get to go on TV, brag to your friends. You get to be a brat on TV.
Yeah.
And then you become a household name.
You say that, but there was a kid in America that was not happy to be on TV.
No, I want my bacon. I gotta tell you something. Bacon is good for me.
Remember? Because they took away his bacon.
Kid has a point. Don't take away his bacon.
Don't take away. He had this to say about Joe, the SuperNanny.
She thinks at the Blue she's a smart little girl that she can do whatever she wants. She's act like she's the queen and we're the sorry people.
Iconic, honestly.
Because this is when they moved SuperNanny and she went like to the USA, isn't it? And,
Yeah.
when it was really blowing up.
And remember there was that ending scene where he had like the Blinky Bill stick with the rag on the end running away because he was like, I need my chicken nuggets and I need me bacon.
I am leaving, and you can't stop me. I'm packing my bag.
Iconic.
Oh, honestly, this is getting me excited. I can't wait for the Down Under version.
But I wonder what that's going to produce. What type of kids are going to be on the Aussie version?
A lot of censoring.
I mean, as opposed to bacon, what would get a kid have a gripe about not having in
Macca's.
Australia? Yeah, Macca's, I reckon. Yeah, in the drive-through, not getting his nuggets.
Fizzy drink at home.
To be honest, it still could be bacon. We could have another bacon kid on our hands.
We can only hope.
Hi, Jeremy Cordeaux in the Court of Public Opinion. I'm just on air here to let you know that we'll be live streaming the Court of Public Opinion every Friday between 9 o'clock and 12 on jeremycordeaux.com. Please join us. We'd love to have you.